Did you know that Lotte Choco Pies have played a surprising role in Korean diplomacy? Watch the video until the end to discover the secret while exploring Lotte Confectionary's history and Lotte Choco Pies' production process. From sourcing, mixing, and blending the ingredients to preparing the cakes, piping the marshmallow filling, assembling the cakes, enrobing them with chocolate, and distributing the packaged pies, each step ensures quality throughout the production. Lotte Choco Pie is the product of the Korean confectionery company, Lotte Confectionary, founded by Korean businessman Shin Kyuk-ho in 1948. The company's first factory was located in Seoul, South Korea. In the early years, Lotte Confectionary focused on producing traditional Korean sweets, such as rice cakes and sweet bean jelly. However, the company soon expanded its product line to include Western-style snacks like cookies and cakes. The history of Lotte Choco Pies can be traced back to 1978, when Lotte Confectionary first launched the product. The snack was inspired by the moon pie, a similar snack popular in the United States. Lotte Choco Pies became a hit in South Korea within a short time span and were soon exported to other countries. The snack is now available in over 60 countries around the world. The factory produces 100 million Lotte Choco Pies each year. Lotte Confectionary is a subsidiary of Lotte Corporation, which generated $11 billion in 2022. Let's explore how Lotte Choco Pies are made. Flour, sugar, corn syrup, vegetable oil, cocoa powder, milk powder, eggs, and artificial flavors are the basic ingredients of Lotte Choco Pies. Lotte sources wheat flour, sugar, cornstarch, and vegetable oil from local suppliers in South Korea, and milk powder, gelatin, and salt from China. Lotte's whole milk and whey come from New Zealand, while cornstarch and corn syrup come from the USA. Cocoa for chocolate is sourced from Ghana. Artificial flavorings and colorings for Lotte Choco Pies come from the United States, Germany, and Japan. When the raw materials reach the factory, they pass through metal detectors, colorimeters, particle counters, and microbiological analyzers to ensure they meet the required quality standards. The dry ingredients, flour, sugar, cocoa powder, and milk powder, are mixed in a ribbon blender. This machine has a long cylindrical chamber with the rotating paddle inside, which mixes the ingredients evenly as it rotates. The mixing action also helps to break down the ingredients' particles, making them easier to digest. Liquid ingredients like corn syrup, vegetable oil, and eggs are mixed in an agitator, a cylindrical chamber with a rotating arm inside. As the arm rotates, it mixes the ingredients until they are evenly distributed. The liquid ingredients for Lotte Choco Pies are mixed with the dry ingredients in a continuous mixer, a long cylindrical chamber with a rotating shaft inside. The dry ingredients are first fed into the mixer at one end. As the shaft rotates, the blades mix the dry ingredients until they are evenly distributed. The liquid ingredients are then added to the mixer, and the blades continue to mix the ingredients until they are thoroughly combined. The mixed ingredients are then discharged out of the end of the machine in a continuous ribbon. The continuous ribbon is cut into individual cakes by a cutting machine. Its rotating blade cuts the ribbon into individual cakes of desired size and shape. The cutting machine is carefully controlled to ensure the cakes are cut to the correct size and shape. The blade is also sharpened regularly to ensure it cuts cleanly and does not damage the cakes. The cakes are placed on a conveyor belt that takes them into a preheated oven, where they're baked at 374 to 392 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 to 200 degrees Celsius. Baking the cakes for 10 to 12 minutes at this temperature is sufficient to prepare them without drying or overbaking them. The cakes are removed from the oven, and a conveyor belt takes them to the cooling area, maintained at 68 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. The cakes are allowed to cool for 10 to 15 minutes or until they reach room temperature. The cakes are then transferred to the filling and coating area. Gelatin is mixed with water and allowed to bloom while sugar and corn syrup are heated until they reach a temperature of 240 degrees Fahrenheit or 115 degrees Celsius. Egg whites are whipped until stiff peaks are formed, and the hot sugar syrup is slowly added to them while whisking constantly. The gelatin mixture is melted in the microwave or over a hot water bath, and the melted gelatin is thoroughly whisked with the marshmallow mixture. The marshmallow is piped into the cake centers by a dipping machine. Its nozzle dispenses the marshmallow evenly on the cakes. The cakes are assembled using a sandwiching machine. This machine has 2 conveyor belts that carry the cakes. The cakes are placed on the conveyor belts, placing one on top of the other. The machine then sandwiches the cakes together and presses them firmly. The sandwiching machine is carefully controlled to ensure the cakes are evenly sandwiched, and so that the marshmallow filling is not squeezed out. The cocoa beans are roasted to develop their flavor and ground into a fine powder which is mixed with sugar, milk powder, and lecithin. The chocolate mixture is then melted. The chocolate is tempered by controlling its temperature's rise and fall, giving it a smooth texture and glossy finish. This process causes the cocoa butter in the chocolate to crystallize, giving the chocolate its characteristic properties. The cakes are then coated with chocolate by a coating machine. This machine has a nozzle that dispenses the chocolate onto the cakes. The nozzle is carefully controlled to ensure the chocolate is evenly distributed on the cakes. The coating machine also seals the chocolates onto the cakes to prevent the marshmallow filling from leaking out. The cakes are cooled to room temperature to prevent the chocolate from melting. Then, the cakes are inspected for quality to ensure they are defect-free. This includes checking for cracks, tears, and other damage. Lotte Choco Pies are packaged in wrappers by a wrapping machine. This machine is a long cylindrical chamber with a conveyor belt that carries the cakes. The cakes are placed on the conveyor belt and the machine wraps them in individual wrappers. The wrappers are sealed to prevent the cakes from drying or becoming contaminated. The wrappers, typically made of plastic or foil, are printed with the Lotte Choco Pie logo and other information, such as ingredients and nutritional information. After wrapping, the cakes are packaged in boxes or cartons for shipping and distribution. The finished Choco Pies are distributed to retail stores or other outlets for consumer sale. During transportation, they are stored at temperatures between 50 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 and 20 degrees Celsius. So, what role did Lotte Choco Pies play in Korean diplomacy? During times of tension between North and South Korea, Lotte Choco Pies were used as a symbol of peace and cooperation. South Korean activists and even the South Korean military would send balloons filled with Choco Pies across the border as a gesture of goodwill and to show solidarity with the North Korean people. I love the marshmallow in these Lotte Choco Pies. What do you like about them? Tell us in the comments section. Hit like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Thank you for watching this episode, and we'll see you in the next one.